Hello and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to make something called hamburger stew. Somebody had asked me for a budget stretching meal, so this is one of them. This is it. Alright, this is a pound of, it's a little over a pound and a quarter maybe, as close as I could get to a pound of ground beef. And I just sauteed it in a pan. I'm going to add one seasoning packet of taco seasoning mix. Now the recipe will be down below in the description box, so don't worry about catching these. And I'm not going exactly by that recipe because it called for pork and beans, and I didn't think I'd like it. Maybe I should have tried it, but I don't think I'd like it. So anyway, it also called for tomato soup. But I'm using diced tomatoes, and this is a big can. A 28 ounce can. I'm going to mix that up in there. It called for 3 3/4 cups of water, and that's exactly what I'm going to add, because we're going to probably add beef bouillon later. Let's get that up a little bit. I've got onions, carrots, and potatoes. It called for celery, and you know I don't really like celery. Not a whole lot. I do eat it sometimes, but I didn't have any, and so I'm not putting any celery in here. Let's see. I should have had all these together before I got you on hooked up with me. And I do have them cut, I just didn't have them over where they needed to be. Here's the celery and a few of the potatoes. Let me get the rest of them here. I didn't have anything big enough, really. My chopping block is huge and weighs a ton. So there was no way I was going to try to do that. This is 4 potatoes. Now, we're in place of the pork and beans, I'm adding black beans. Much healthier. Well, I thought that would come right out. There we go. Sorry about that. And then I'm adding, I thought I had some frozen corn, but I guess I've used it all, so I'm adding a can of whole kernel corn. Well, there we go. Let's give this a nice little swish. Doesn't this look hearty and so festive? Now, when it didn't call for any salt or pepper, but when it cooks down some and the vegetables start to cook, we'll come back and taste it. So for now, oh, I didn't put the onions in. Oh my gosh. Here's the onions. called for a cup of onions. So that's what's going in. There we go. Alright guys, I'm going to put a lid on this, and I'll bring you back when we get to a point where you might be interested in what's going on. Well, our hamburger stew is done. Doesn't it look wonderful? The only thing I added after we got off camera was some beef broth base. That was it. Get me some juice in there. I want more juice. So I added about a tablespoon of that. You could add 2 or 3 beef bouillons if that's what you wanted. But here's my meal right here. I tasted it. It tastes absolutely wonderful. So I fixed myself a little pan of cornbread. I've got my soup. It's nice and hearty, and it's good for you. It's got black beans and carrots and corn. Very good for you. The broth, I'm not going to try to eat any of it because it's so hot, but it is delicious. It really is. This and some cornbread is all you need. I didn't fix it like the recipe. If you want to fix it like I did, just watch the video and make your changes. Like I didn't want pork and beans in mine, so I used black beans. And it does not taste like taco soup. All that did was give it a flavoring, but you add so much other stuff, it doesn't taste like tacos. Give it a try. I know you'll love it. It's very good, very hearty. Makes a lot of soup, and it stretches a meal. So give me a thumbs up if you like this recipe. Comment if you feel like you need to, and please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. Until next time, you take care.